Let's look at this question. We are just asked to simplify. So let's write solution as usual. Solution. Now to solve this now, we have cube root of root 1/3 into bracket 1/3, close the bracket. Now, how are we going to do this? Let's first of all consider what is inside the cube root. Now, it means we can split this to be, we can write this to be cube root of this, that is 1/3. This square root of 1/3, we can rewrite it to be 1/2 into 1/3. Remember, the root is what turns to 1/2 on 1/3. Now, that means we only just remove this root, and that is what you are seeing here, 1/2. Now, let's go further. Now, what we are going to do now is to, if you look at this, you will see that this is multiplication law of what? Indices. For example, if we have a raised to power b, a into a raised to power b, are you getting my point? Then let me put it this way. If you have a raised to power b times a raised to power c, it is equivalent to, since the base are equal, then you pick one. That's a raised to power b, then plus what? C. This multiplication will become plus. That's multiplication rule in indices. Now, come back to this. We have the cube root. We rewrite the cube root. Then, since we have 1/3 here, 1/3 here, remember, on this 1/3, we are having a power of what? 1. A power of 1. There is an invisible 1 on it. Now, since this and this are equal, then it means we are going to pick 1/3. Then we add the what? The powers together. That is, the first power is 1/2 plus the second one, which is what? 1. Now, the next thing we are going to do now is to say cube root of this. Now, let's sort out this. Now, we are going to have 1/3. Then this is going to give us, let's put over 1 to the down of this. If we put over 1 to the down of this, it means we are going to have 2 times 1, that is 2. Then, in that regard, we are going to have 2 divided by 2. We have 1 times 1 here. We have 1 here. Then 2 divided by the 1 under this, we have 2 times this 1. We have 2. That's going to give us cube root of 1/3 into, when we add everything together, we are going to get 3 over what? Over 2. Now, at this junction now, this is what we are going to do. At this junction now, this is what we are going to do. It's very simple. Let's return this cube root on this. Then you are going to have 1/3 raised to power 3/2, or raised to power what? This is what we have inside the cube root, just written. Then the cube root itself, that was why I put this bracket, will now be 1/3. Remember, cube root is 1/3. Now, at this junction now, it is as the same as double power law. Double power law in indices. When you have a raised to power b raised to power c, a raised to power b raised to power c. Now, it's the same thing as a raised to power bc. So, in that regard, this is going to give you, let's apply this principle here. Let's apply the principle that we use here to solve this place. Then we are going to get 1 over 3 all in brackets, then this is going to give us 3 over 2 times 1 over 3. Is that clear? Now this will cancel this, 3 will cancel 3, then you are going to left with 1, 3 here 1, 3 here 1. That 1 times 1 we have what? 1. Then 2 times 1 we have what? 2. Now at this junction now, we have everything to be square root of 1 over this. 1 over 2 will turn to square root on this 1 over what? Over 3. At this junction, the answer is 1 over square root of 1. You can simply split this to be square root of 1 over square root of 3, and that is going to give us 1 over cube root of what? 3. You can further rationalize this. If you rationalize this, then you are going to multiply the denominator, this what you have here, with both the numerator and the denominator. Then you are going to have root 3 over root 3, and that's going to give us this times this. 1 times root 3, you get root 3, then root 3 times root 3. Remember, that's going to give you what? 3. This will be your final answer. Thank you. Try to subscribe to this channel. Thank you.